You are about to discover something that will completely transform your perception of Eastern Europe. When you think of Poland, historical images or medieval cities probably come to mind. But there's an aspect of this country that literally leaves anyone who steps foot there speechless. Polish women are not only strikingly beautiful, but they possess a unique combination of natural elegance, sharp intelligence, and a strength of character that comes from centuries of a troubled history. And wait until you find out what truly makes this country special, because what you're about to hear will make you want to book a flight to Warsaw immediately, the beating heart of Central Europe. Poland occupies a strategic position that has made it a protagonist in European history for over 1,000 years. This country spans over 120,000 square miles, 312,000 square kilometers, in the heart of Europe. Imagine a nation bordering 7 different countries. Germany to the west, the Czech Republic and Slovakia to the south, Ukraine, Belarus, and Lithuania to the east, plus a piece of Russia via the Kaliningrad enclave. This location has made it a crossroads of cultures, traditions, and, yes, also of extraordinary genetic beauty. The Baltic Sea washes its northern coast for over 300 miles, providing sandy beaches and charming port cities like Gdansk. But the true geographical magic of Poland lies in its incredible variety, from the northern plains dotted with glacial lakes, to primeval forests where European bison still roam, up to the majestic Tatra Mountains reaching 8,200 feet, 2,500 meters. On the European continent, Poland is known as the heart of Europe. It's not just geography. It's recognition of a country that has always had a deeply European soul, capable of resisting invasions, partitions, and occupations while maintaining its identity intact. The cities that enchant. Krakow, the ancient capital, transports you back centuries with its market square, one of the largest medieval squares in Europe. But it's Warsaw that tells the most incredible story. During World War II, 85% of the city was completely leveled. Do you know what the Poles did? They rebuilt their capital stone by stone, using 18th century paintings as guides. The Old Town is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, not for its antiquity, but for the incredible dedication to rebirth. This same determination is found in Polish women. They grew up listening to stories of grandmothers who rebuilt an entire country from the ashes, who held families together during difficult occupations. This legacy of strength is visible in their eyes, in the way they walk the streets. Wrocław, the city of 130 islands connected by over 100 bridges, hides a unique tradition. The Krasnail, hundreds of gnome figurines scattered everywhere. Zakopane, at the foot of the Tatra Mountains, with its wooden architecture, looks like something out of a fairy tale. And then there's Torunia, Copernicus's birthplace, with its perfectly medieval red brick streets. But the most magical spot is the Białowieża Forest, the last primeval forest in Europe, where trees have been growing for over 500 years. This is home to the last wild European bison, giants that can weigh 2,000 pounds, 900 kilograms. The breathtaking salt mines. A few miles from Krakow lies Wieliczka, where one of the world's oldest salt mines has become an underground masterpiece. Descend 440 feet, 135 meters below ground, and you'll find yourself in a world of cathedrals carved into the salt, underground lakes, statues, and chandeliers, all sculpted entirely from salt by generations of minor artists. The St. Kinga's Chapel is 40 feet high. Every detail was carved into the salt, even a relief of Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper. This place shows the Polish soul, transforming hard work into art, finding beauty even in the depths of the earth. The beauty that captures Europe. And here we are at the point everyone was waiting for. What makes Polish women so special? Polish women are among the tallest in Europe, with an average height of 5 feet 5 inches, 165 centimeters. But it's not uncommon to meet women over 5 feet 7 inches. This height, combined with a proud posture, creates a physical presence impossible to ignore. Polish beauty is an extraordinary genetic combination. Being at the crossroads of Western, Northern, and Eastern Europe, Poland has benefited from a unique genetic mix. You'll find women with almost Scandinavian blonde hair and crystalline blue eyes, next to brunettes with marked Slavic features and penetrating green eyes. Their fair, luminous skin is another distinguishing feature, favored by the long winter climate. But what truly strikes you is their innate sense of elegance. Not ostentation, but something more subtle. It's the way a woman pairs a coat with a pair of boots. The attention to detail, the natural but well-maintained makeup, the hair always neat even when just grabbing coffee. This self-care isn't vanity. It's respect for themselves and others. True beauty goes beyond physical appearance. It's the intelligence shining in their eyes. Over 60% of Polish women have a university degree, and many are fluent in 2 or 3 foreign languages. Conversing with a Polish woman means facing someone who can discuss literature, politics, history, and art with surprising depth. And then there's the strength of character. Polish women were shaped by a history of resistance. Their grandmothers lived through wars, occupations, and difficult regimes. They had to be strong, independent, capable of holding families together when the men were absent. This legacy is passed down from generation to generation. The hidden side of alcohol culture. Get ready to discover something few foreigners know. Poland has one of the highest alcohol consumption rates in Europe, and this includes women. We're talking about approximately 11 liters of pure alcohol per capita annually, numbers that place the country among the top 10 consumers worldwide. Vodka is much more than a drink in Poland. It's an integral part of the national culture. Zabrałka, Wyborowa, Belvedere are names that evoke centuries-old traditions. But what might surprise you is that Polish women participate in this alcohol culture much more actively compared to other European countries. It's not uncommon to see groups of women meeting for drinks that include straight vodka or vodka-based cocktails. And we're not talking about small, polite sips. Polish women can hold their liquor with a capacity that amazes many foreigners. This is partly due to genetic factors and partly to cultural socialization, where drinking together is seen as a moment of sharing. The high consumption has also created social issues. The government has implemented campaigns to reduce excessive drinking, particularly among young people. Statistics show that about 15% of Polish women regularly drink quantities considered a health risk. But it's important to contextualize. Drinking is part of social rituals. Whether it's a celebration, a family gathering, or a Friday night with friends, vodka or beer are often present. Heartwarming traditions. Christmas in Poland is a moving experience. Christmas Eve, Wigilia, begins when the first star appears in the sky. The dinner includes 12 dishes, one for each apostle, strictly meatless. They break the opletek together, a blessed wafer, exchanging good wishes. During dinner, one empty place is always left at the table for the unexpected guest or for someone who cannot be present. Easter brings Śmigus-dyngus. On Monday, boys pour water on the girls they meet. It has pagan roots linked to spring fertility rites. Today, it's a joyful game where entire families end up getting soaked. During Polish weddings, guests form a corridor and the couple passes through while everyone makes noise with pots and pans to ward off evil spirits. At midnight, the bride removes her veil and tosses it to the unmarried women. The transition from maiden life to married woman. The cuisine that conquers. Pierogi are the most famous dish. Dumplings filled with meat, potatoes, mushrooms, or berries for the sweet version. Every family has its own secret recipe. Bigos, the national stew, requires days of preparation. Sauerkraut, mixed meats, dried mushrooms, all cooked slowly. It is said to get better every time it's reheated. Zurek is a sour soup made with fermented rye, often served inside a hollowed-out bread bowl. The taste is unique, comforting, perfect for cold winters. And then the desserts. Sernik, a dense cheesecake made with fresh core cheese. Makowiak, a poppy seed roll. Paczki, filled donuts consumed in large quantities during Fat Thursday. The pulsing nightlife. Warsaw offers clubs ranging from underground electronic music to sophisticated jazz venues. The Praga district has become the center of alternative culture. Krakow transforms the Jewish quarter of Kazimierz into a labyrinth of bars and clubs after sunset. Here you'll find college students discussing philosophy over a beer, groups of friends dancing in underground clubs. Sopot, the seaside town on the Baltic, turns the beach into a continuous party during the summer. The longest wooden pier in Europe becomes a meeting point for thousands of young people. What makes Polish nightlife special is the atmosphere, the sense of freedom, the joy of living. After decades of communism, Poles have embraced freedom with enthusiasm. The wild nature. About 30% of Poland is covered by forests. The Tatra Mountains offer breathtaking treks with views into Slovakia. Bears, wolves, and lynx live here. The Masurian Lake District has over 2,000 interconnected lakes, a paradise for sailing and kayaking. The giant mountains, on the border with the Czech Republic, are shrouded in legends of nature's protecting spirits. The Vistula River flows through the entire country for over 650 miles, 1,000 kilometers, one of the last great European rivers that still flows relatively freely. Its banks host hundreds of bird species, and in spring, the meadows become a sea of wildflowers. Economy and opportunities. Poland has become the sixth largest economy in the European Union. Since the fall of communism in 1989, it has undergone an extraordinary transformation. It was the only European nation without a recession during the 2008 crisis. This development has changed society, especially for women. Career opportunities have multiplied. Today, a Polish woman can be a CEO, a bank director, a surgeon, or an engineer. Warsaw has become a tech startup hub. Krakow hosts research centers for Google, IBM, and Motorola. Wrocław attracts investment in the sports technology sector. Women are entering the tech industry in large numbers, breaking down gender barriers. Pride and spirituality. Poles are deeply proud of their country. Poland disappeared from the map for 123 years, partition between Russia, Prussia, and Austria. Yet, Poles never stopped being Polish, maintaining their language, traditions, and identity. Women embody this pride, proud of the legacy of their partisan grandmothers and mothers who held families together during communism. Poland is one of the most Catholic countries in Europe, with over 85% identifying as Catholic. The cult of the Black Madonna of Częstochowa is central. Every year, hundreds of thousands of pilgrims walk for days to reach the sanctuary. But this spirituality coexists with a desire for modernity. Young women navigate between tradition and individual freedom, maintaining connections to their roots while embracing modern lifestyles. So, what city or country are you watching this video from? What do you think of this extraordinary Poland and its incredible women? Write it in the comments. I want to know your opinions and experiences. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to help the channel grow. It's completely free and means a lot to us. Thank you very much for that gesture. And now, don't stop here. Click one of our suggested videos on the screen to discover other incredible facts about amazing countries around the world. See you in the next video.